In July 1950, the Empire of Finno-Ugria has become a reality. The next strategic objective is to liberate the German Reich and make them once again an active member of the Axis. Obviously, we have immediately overstretched ourselves a little bit, and we're probably going to need to dig in where we are for the time being to stabilize the front lines and get everything under control. There have been Japanese troops landing in Stralsund. We're sending some divisions over to help out with that. But we have been pushed back in Denmark quite a bit. And the next larger strategic objective is to close the Denmark Strait and trap the Allied fleet in the Baltic. That should allow us to take all these divisions off the coastline here that are currently guarding our ports and put them to better use, really. So that would be grand. At the same time, the Soviets are, well, in a mess, really. Stalingrad has been overrun, and our little operation in Poland has not quite had as much effect as we wanted to. The Soviets are probably going to go down, and I don't think there's anything we can really do about it, which means the priority right now in terms of construction is going to be to fortify the front lines and increase the fortification of the front lines. And that means, yeah, things are going to get dicey in Germany again as well. We are facing a lot of Allied opposition. There are some relatively dangerous incursions like this one here, and there's not an awful lot we can do about it. Especially the French have been rather active at this point. And we may be able to try and cut them off at some point. But there are just too many divisions around here at this stage. We'll send some troops here to just hold, but we'll have to deal with this eventually. So right now we're in a consolidation phase where I think we're going to be trying to hold the lines near Hamburg. There is a potential opportunity here to entrap 8 French divisions. So maybe we will try a sort of localized little push here if we can, but we've got a lot of French opposition here, which means I have actually sent 2 of my operatives over to France, and we will start destabilizing the French a little bit, because France does not have the greatest amount of war support in the population. The combat casualties have been taking a toll. So let's see if we can help that a bit and generally weaken the French troops. The Air Force is on the move to Berlin, and we will try to see if we can contest the enemy air where possible. In Eastern Germany, there's a relatively small number of fighters, but in Northwest Germany, where a significant American push through Denmark has brought us back from the edge here, that might be a little bit much for the fledgling Air Force. But yeah, right now we'll just be consolidating, and I think the Soviets are going to capitulate. Unfortunately, the enemy troops have so many, the Allies have so many troops in the area that we desperately need to get the fortifications built up. And I'm actually going to make sure that we have enough. This is looking okay. Level 3 forts are probably a little bit, let's up that to level 4 fortifications at the very least, because I think level 3 is a little bit lacking here. So once again we are on fortification works. This looks already decent. These are behind river lines. That looks okay. And yeah, these need to be increased as well. So I think yep, that looks all relatively decent. So let's just make sure that we're prioritizing the fortification works at this stage. And yep, these need to go up top as well. Everything that's fortification takes priority right now, just to prepare for a Soviet collapse and entry on the side of the Allies, which is unfortunately a potential reality. That said, we have we have already reduced our conscription laws to all adult serf. I want to go probably one more down. We've got 689,000 men available. I think I can still go one down to service by requirement. Probably not much further than that. We do have a couple of additional corps, I think. Yeah, over here, for example. So the Arkhangelsk region, and yep, there and here as well. Not down here, but yeah. So these regions here sort of have a Finnic identity of them by themselves, where we could. This is too far out. Here still even. So we could still capture more territory here. The problem is obviously we don't really have the manpower to do it. So right now we'll try to focus the first army on assisting with just holding the line here. Maybe potentially small encirclements if we can make them happen. So we will see if we can. Move these 3 divisions here, and we will see if we can make like a little breakthrough and capture some. Cut off some French divisions and destroy them. But everywhere else we are just going to hold for the time being. And that's going to be a little tedious, but the submarines are still engaged in the Atlantic, and we are merrily sinking what I'm hoping is American troop convoys. So the losses on the Allied side that are, if they are not already staggering, should become more staggering. And I don't think I can sort that, but the Americans have already lost over 5 million men to the Empire of Finno-Ugria. Still, France is the United Kingdom is not actually that powerful anymore, but France is still a major opponent on the continent, as is, for example, Yugoslavia. But we will try to destabilize France, and we will work towards liberating Germany. And the route to that will entail finishing off Scandinavia and Denmark, cutting the fleet off in the Strait of Denmark, and hopefully then we can redistribute the troops here that are currently on coastal duty. We are creating a couple of tank divisions, but I want to get the conscription laws down first before we get any more divisions built up. That said, we might need a couple of just regular defensive infantry. What was the difference between those two? Oh, these had a bit more AA, didn't they? Whereas these were just regular defensive infantry. Yeah, we can train a couple more of those, and I'll bring them up here. And probably, let's give me like 10 divisions of those. That would be a good start. And then we'll see what the manpower is looking like. The Air Force is relocating towards Berlin, and once they're there, then we'll see how this goes. But yeah, right now I am just going to focus on cleaning up Japan in the north here, and holding everywhere else, except for very slight, and obviously keeping an eye on things. But yeah, 6 troop transports down, no submarines damaged, and we are building more and more. So far, the submarines are doing a pretty good job at not getting sunk despite enemy convoy operations in the area. So let's see that we can get the front stabilized. They have accepted our lend-lease. Okay, I think I'm going to go off-screen for a second. One thing that was pointed out a couple of episodes ago was that my supply problems are, well, right now they're solved, but they're probably down to Germany not having enough trains and trucks. So let's have a quick look and see what their. Where could I see? I could see their stock there. There we can see the stockpile. Let's have a quick look and see if that looks decent, because I did send them a lot of equipment. And where are the trains and trucks? Okay, this is unfortunately all regional, so we'll have to find the right ones. These are planes, a couple of tanks, more tanks, more planes. And yeah, I think I don't really know where. Opel Blitz would be the trucks. So it appears that They don't really have... I mean, they would have other trucks, potentially, but I also don't really see any trains here. These are all armored cars. Armored cars, this is artillery. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm responsible for the logistics here, but I assume it's Germany. So, they don't have the trains. I think that's something I'm definitely going to be helping out with. So what I'll do, let's see how much we have left over by ourselves. We've got a decent amount of trains, so I'm going to send some trains. They're probably getting bombed, but I'm going to send a couple of trains over. And I'm going to send a bunch of trucks over as well. That'll help the Germans out in general. And I will dispatch all the older equipment and I'm sending some First Army troops back here to help out with that incursion. But I'm sending the some older equipment over to help, just to clear out my stocks and to help out with the German restoration of the army. So I'll be right back. I'll do this off screen because it's really not all that interesting. All right, I have sent over about 150 trains and about 3,000 trucks all in all. So that should help a little bit. Let's keep an eye on. Let's keep an eye on where things go south and try to see if we can make something happen here with this little encirclement. We'll let the Germans handle the... see if we can get these French troops here encircled. I think we might be able to break through that. So we will leave one Marine division over if need be, but the line in the north has somewhat stabilized. So there's another opportunity here, and I'm going to give the First Army already an offensive line. There's an opportunity here to catch these divisions if we can push them back here. So we'll let them plan that while we're running the other small offensive. But the rest of the... Okay, yeah, they are already pushing us. They are already pushing us here. So let's see if we can... push them back out again. We definitely need to make sure that we're cleaning this up here. So we are letting the... we're sending some First Army troops over to deal with that. This should be almost done. I'm not sure if that island behind Stralsund needs anything else, but we are... I think we're almost through here. We'll see if we can break through. If not a massive thing. I don't really know what's going on here in terms of strength. So I have an operative in Copenhagen to try and start getting some idea of what's going on there. And I've got one actually on resistance suppression because the Polish are upset, to say the very least. But yeah, I don't know what the Soviets are doing here and if they are still maintaining anything, but we will find out. Germany, you'd be more than welcome to join the effort here. We are pushing the American troops out of here, so we'll see if we can... these are actually German troops here. This is German held here actually. Also perfect. So all we need to do is take this position actually and hold this position, because now we have these guys encircled, which means we can... I mean, this is not ideal because it's across a river. But we might actually just wait that out in Hamburg for now, and see if we can hold the south, and then we can deal with this situation there. Do we have the Air Force in place now? That is 1,400 enemy planes. We've got about 700 of our own stationed in Berlin at this point. We might as well try and see what that's going to look like if we're going up for air superiority, and if we can trade somewhat... yeah, this is not a great idea. If we can trade somewhat successfully, that's 8 Dutch and a French division blocked off here. So once we have that sorted out, that's another 9 divisions that we'll take down. The First Army has arrived in place. And there's a significant amount of enemy troop movements in this little salient there. So what I'm thinking is trying to actually take them out in the south, if possible. Not easily, because we have river crossings either way we're going. We could get across the river here. We're holding this position near Warsaw. We could try to get across the river here. Try to take Siedlce. I'm not sure if that's if that's how you pronounce it. And we could try to push them here as well. This is definitely the harder operation. Alternatively, we'll just kind of push them out. But this is a very tempting target. That's 11 French divisions. So maybe I'll reallocate the 5 divisions. The 5 divisions here. So that would be. We could give them a front line here instead. No, give me a front line here instead. Yep. Take that down. We should have one. Yeah, we've got one division holding it, and then your offensive order would be to for these 5 divisions would be to cut off these French here, and we'll see if we can make something happen there. Okay, the Germans are now attacking, which is great. So I can support this from the south, and I can support this from the north. And I think with that we should have enough firepower to hopefully start dealing with that. Although the American counterattacks here seem to be somewhat successful, but we will see if we can manage to break this position here. And at least we've rescued some of the German divisions over there. How's the air situation looking? We should be able to. We have terrible air detection. That's part of the problem, really. But we have the higher mission efficiency. We can give them. That does not need it because we have the full mission efficiency. We could have given them more, but I think. Come on, Germany, keep attacking. They're almost dead. They're almost down. Yeah. Keep assaulting. Yeah, they're attacking us from the north, which gives us a bit of an idea. 3 American divisions are there. Can we deal with their tanks? Mostly, but I think we're holding this. We're holding against this American onslaught. Another naval landing near Stettin, but we've got troops in the area, and it looks like. What is this? This is an American armored attack against some German defenders. Yeah, the front lines are going to be a little fluid here at times, really, because there's just so much we can do. But we'll wait for the first army divisions. We'll be playing inside Germany. We will be playing more around cleanup. I would say cleanup crews. And I think we've almost got this done. We'll be playing as cleanup crews here, less as territorial defense forces. So if when the Allies are pushing the Germans back, as they inevitably will, then what we can do is assist with counterattacks and such, and try to destroy Allied divisions. I'm not planning to hold all of Germany. That's definitely not in the. And I think we've got them all. That's not in the plan. And once we are retaking, we're retaking Hanover here. We're going to be in a much better situation supply-wise. And in the north, we're again just holding for now. How's the air situation going? Yeah, they have sent significant amounts of planes, and while we are trading positively, we've lost 26, they've lost 49. They have a 3-to-1 superiority. So at this point, I think that's wasteful. So I'm gonna take the wings off the missions for now, because that is just outright wasteful at this point. Stettin has been captured, which is very unfortunate. So we are going to have to deal with that incursion, unfortunately, as well now. And northern Sweden is being invaded. I don't really have the troops here that I thought I would have. Get over there. Get me. I might have forgotten to. To reposition them after the last attack. Okay, so we have cleared out some divisions here. But I think I might now need to relocate some divisions to dealing with the French incursion. So let's do that. 3 divisions. Please wipe out the French and please get over towards Stettin on the quick. Have my troops arrived here? Almost. We are holding. We're entrenching in the. You need to get there, please. We're entrenching in the surrounding areas now, but. This is a viable force, and they are entrenched, so that's going to be relatively difficult. Let's see, what's the air situation? Where are we fighting? This is Western Poland. Still too many fighters. Yeah, we still need to build up our strength. I think our fighters are not going to be viable until. Okay, stop trying to retake Stettin. Just defend here for now. And we are bringing troops in to assist with. Get over there, please. We are bringing troops in to assist with retaking that position. Yeah, we can send some divisions over from Köslin. I really don't need to hold this for the Germans, but unfortunately they do enjoy sending naval landings in. So. I am working on the long term towards a reaction force rather than a defensive force. If Germany is going to be able to remain on the long term is an interesting question. How far along are you with your planning? They are done with the planning actually, which means we can at least not with this one. We can start assaulting here, but that's 7 infantry divisions plus a French tank division and some Swiss militia. So I'm not sure if we can break this, but we will try. And we can get some fire support from the defensive troops as well. And if we can break it, then we will try to encircle the divisions in the north. Back to, oh yeah, the French are breaking through rapidly. We just have to be careful not to be cut off here. So as expected, let's try to at least enclose that, and we are bringing divisions over to see if we can encase this as well, and just make sure that they're not getting out of there, and then we'll be pushing them back. Yeah, Germany is a fluid battlefield. We'll just have to be careful not to be. We'll have to be careful not to be encircled, and have to be careful. To not let them cut us off. Like, this is actually dangerous because they might cut us off in the south here near Berlin. We definitely don't want that to happen. And it looks like here we are. Can we support this from the north? We can. We are not breaking them as easily as we would love to. We do have a tank division. We do have an armored division here, but this is somewhat tricky. And we'll see what we can do here in the north in the meantime, but they are definitely these guys are still encircled. So can we just get everybody to deal with that first, and then we'll deal with Stettin. So let's get rid of these French divisions here because they are currently encircled. So we'll get these out of the picture. Everything else seems to be holding right now pretty well, so we'll just stay and dig in and firefight, because we are being assaulted along the full front line once more, and I think we are struggling to break this. I will send these divisions back in once they have a little bit more organization recovered. Yeah, let's send 2 more divisions in, and we will see if we can. The Germans are holding in the north here. And we'll see if we can manage to break them. They are trying to counterattack us here. We can reinforce this already because the Germans are now holding the lines here for us. So let's send another division there. How does the French containment look? French containment starts looking decent. So everybody launch the assault on Stettin. And we are sending divisions south. How's the northern Sweden invasion happening? Not really much happening just yet. So nothing we need to worry about. And here we are still on the defense. They are cycle attacking us at this point. We don't have the greatest defensive territory, but Kiel is urban. Kiel and Hamburg are urban. That should not be too bad. And once they get tired of assaulting us here, of the losses they're taking, then we will see if we'll see if we can do something about that. How is it looking here? Okay, we have managed to break through, so I definitely need more reinforcements here, and we are already counter-attacking, I believe. So that's good, because these divisions are actually relatively tired. So let's see if we can get these encircled in the north. They are trying to break out, but we've held so far. So we've got a couple, and I think we have managed to push them out, which means we're holding here. And yes, we are holding. They're trying to break out, but I now need the divisions up in the north again. So let's remove the front line because you have done your task. And you move north, you move over. We'll leave one division here to defend for the time being. Let's let them dig in. Everybody else move north. Once we have them encircled, we'll try to clean that up. And how is it looking in Stettin? It looks like we have taken Stettin. So once that's done, we'll start the operation of cleanup here. And we will need one division to remain in Stettin. We're holding them in the north. And I think we are about to do that, yeah. So we can already start pushing that division back. Once we've got the port, they have nowhere to go, so that's another fair amount of enemy divisions taken down. They are trying to reinforce, obviously, as they do, but we'll see who gets there first. How's it looking over here? Yes, we have managed to encircle these divisions. So right now they are trying to break out. So I'm going to leave these three divisions here if I can. But I will already start the counterattack from all sides. So let's start working on them. They have nowhere to go, and they will be wiped out as soon as they. As soon as you help out there as well, they will be wiped out as soon as they deorg. So that'll be a bit of work, but we'll get there eventually. Okay, here we do need to keep assaulting these divisions. You as well. I need one of you to hold Stettin for now. So let's create a fallback line for you. You hold Stettin. You are wiping these out. You stay, and we'll see if we can manage to concentrate them. And I think we've got them there already. So let's just make sure they're not breaking out any further. And this division we'll leave all of you in Stettin for now. We are recapturing the territory in the north, and then we can move and close the encirclements. Germans are being pushed back in the south around Magdeburg under Allied pressure, but we have to keep the pressure up ourselves here. So join the assault, please, everybody. We do need to get these divisions. You need to hold because this division has been defeated. So you need to dig in here, please. Everybody else, please try to help defeat these divisions. And we've got two here that can begin the assault again. Oh, the Germans have vacated the northern position. That's unfortunate. So I do need one of you to move north. And while they are trying to... Yeah, we can't let them Unfortunately, Germany is very keen on Germany is very keen on abandoning my positions here rather than helping out. So I do need to make sure that these guys don't break out. So for now, let's just get everybody to dig in, and I might send one division north just to help out here, and we have to pin them. So I'm going to pin them from the south, which is wasteful. How's the French situation? We are getting there. We are getting there. I think we can start bringing some divisions south here and cleaning this up, and then we'll move over across the river and clean up the rest of it. They are breaking out slowly here, pushing some of our divisions back, but I think they are not getting out of this one. How is this looking? Some divisions are starting. Okay, I've got one division here, but it needs help. So let's try to counterattack and see if we can start wearing them down a little bit. Throw another fresh division in. We can assist with the assault from the south. We cannot let them push north, but they are starting to wear down. So keep the assaults up, please. Keep the attacks up. Whoever has organization needs to keep the attacks up. So we can prevent them from breaking out as much as possible. Okay, they are counterattacking here, so we need to hold again, which means we bring everybody else in. They've broken out. Okay, that was not what I wanted. So let's get 2 divisions in to push them back in again. And everybody else wait and hold your positions for now. How's the French situation? French situation looks okay. We do have to make sure we're holding Stettin and that they're not coming after us there. But yeah, we've got them there. Germany is counterattacking. How's it looking here? Just making sure we're not being broken. I'm going to try and hold this forest line here. Honestly, I was just after the because they're pushing us from the south here as well, and we currently don't have enough divisions from the First Army. They are relatively close to Berlin again, so can we actually move you over to the north and try to deal with that? Do we have any naval invasions that I need to worry about? Not right now. There's one planned in Finland, the usual place around Vasa probably, and the other one's planned here, but we'll deal with that when it occurs. My bigger problem is I need to wipe these positions out, so you can stay. I need everybody to regain their organization, and once they are once again encircled, then we'll deal with it. But the Allies are pushing against the German positions everywhere, which is rather unfortunate. Can we push them from the north here already? We will see if we can. We are holding Stettin at this point, but we are moving. Where are all my divisions gone? Okay, yeah. You need to push through. You can already help push from the south. No, go through the south, please. And I think we've got enough divisions now in Stettin that we can start helping out. And that should be a sizable amount of French divisions taken care of. A lot of front lines to watch here, and it looks like we might need to reinforce here for the time being. But we can get everybody else, including you and you, to focus on this. And focus on wiping them out, so we can reallocate our troops properly. Let's get one division over here to help holding this position. We should be able to, but just making sure. How's it looking at the lines here? Divisions are still moving in to help out, but I think we've almost got them bottled up. And once that is the case, we will start cleaning. Start Operation Clean Sweep here. And how is that front looking? We are being pushed back along the lines here everywhere. I think we may have to fall back to the north of the river. I don't think we can hold Magdeburg, and Berlin is definitely under threat here. So I am gonna need, yeah, I'm gonna need these divisions back. In fact, I think I might, yeah, I'm gonna need them here. But I'm gonna send some divisions south to help out. We do need to hold Berlin, please. So I'm gonna get one division to hold, to help holding Berlin. This one, please. While everybody else is assisting with the cleanup. How is this situation looking? 2 divisions left. We're almost done it. We are getting pushed back out of... yes, we've done it. Okay. So let's fall back to the north of the river to established lines. Have we held everywhere else? Or did anybody get through? No, they didn't get through. We've held here. We are holding this position. But there's way too much opposition to make anything happen. And yeah, everything else is looking under control, I think. Yeah, this front line is pretty much holding by its own. I am somewhat worried about the Allied counterattack on Germany. We are wiping out a lot of troops here, but I think our Danish position is starting to become untenable due to the fact that we've pulled most of the First Army off to deal with these incursions here. So we definitely need to get the First Army troops back again. This is First Army. The 7th is holding this position, but right now I think nobody is really holding is holding this gap here. So who can we conscript? Who's got troops? Nobody's got troops. Can I deploy some troops? I cannot. I've got 2 panzer divisions that I could deploy, but they're untrained. So let's see. We'll pull everything that's... this is territorial defense. So they can... This is First Army. For territorial defense, you can hold this position here once you're there, actually. And I do need somebody who's not First Army to hold the line here. That's 1 province here that we need to hold. So I do need somebody. And I think I will pull another division here from the north to hold the line here. So 1/4 Army Division moving over. Danzig is very exposed, but we'll have some available troops here soon. I'm more concerned about the Allies breaking through in the south. So I think for now. Yeah, the Germans aren't going to be able to hold this. We might have to establish a defensive perimeter north of the river. So I'm already going to get my divisions here in place just to make sure that they're not getting cut off. Because right now we're not helping with any of the defense, and it shows. Because the Germans just aren't really able to do it by themselves. I'm going to help out with defense here. Got a tank division. We got some tank divisions here that can help, and yeah, they are holding Krakow. I think we're holding the line here relatively well, but massive attacks here at this point. So First Army, First Army, First Army, First Army, and you are not First Army. So all the First Army divisions, I need you back near Berlin. So I'm gonna get you to build a defensive perimeter. I would love to hold the river line here near Dresden, to be honest. I'm gonna just get you to move to Berlin, please. Sorry, that was not what I intended. You've done your job. So I need everybody who is First Army out of this group. And that's all of you, I think. That's not first. That is not first either. So that should be it. I'm gonna get you all to relocate to Berlin, please. And we'll deal with this as we go. But we've retaken this position here, which is fortified, which made it a little harder. And I haven't paid attention because I could have sent a railway gun under. In fact, where are my railway guns? I think that's the last thing I'm going to do today. They are not in helpful positions, so let's get a railway gun to the front lines here and help out there. How is it looking here? Oh, we're still very much in Operation Cleanup mode here. We do need to continue, please, these pinning operations. We can't let them break out from there. So let's get them pinned and get more and more divisions onto the lines. They should now be encircled. Yes, they are completely encircled, which means everybody please join the effort. That's 16, 15 divisions. Fair amount of Americans here as well. So once we have the troops there in place, then things will go better. But yeah, the defense here in the south, I am not too confident about it, that we will be able to hold that. Where are you stationed? Are you in Hamburg? Yes, you're in Hamburg. So we could try a little cleanup operation here, but honestly, I think we may need to just help the Germans stabilize, because they are very much not stable at this point. So how is the front line looking here? I've got one division coming in. Please hurry. I've got one division coming in, and everybody else is moving back to Berlin. Yes, we are getting pushed here as well near Oppeln. Prefer not to lose this line, so can we please reinforce that? And of course, they instantly pin our troops here. But let's see if we can manage to hold here. And everybody else, how's it looking here? Looking good, I think. Yeah, 9 American divisions left. Yeah, 9 American divisions left. Massive losses they should have been taking here. Yeah, we're definitely losing the front lines here in the south. So already, yeah, we're gonna have to push back from Berlin and establish a defensible position until we are in a better state when it comes to this. Germany obviously is busy everywhere. None of the invasions have materialized. We are being attacked here by some lonely American divisions in the mountain skirmishes, not particularly eventful, but yeah, German front's definitely difficult. So all these troops, I'm gonna just get one division here to fall back to Stettin. Everybody else get over and help pushing back the Allied assaults here. We'll try to... This is all First Army, so we'll try to push them back here. We can hold north of Hamburg, hopefully, but we'll try to push them back along this line, just to the river here. Try to retake Dresden, and then the next push here would be to the river here around Erfurt, but yeah, we'll need some more troops, honestly, to make that happen. Everybody else, once you're done, please move back. Where are we weak? Move to Rostock after that. So no, move there and then move to Rostock. The north is holding just barely against incessant American assaults and lots of air in the air, unfortunately. But I think we have, if we take a quick look, we should have inflicted some severe casualties. Yeah, that's almost 200,000 troops in that little encirclement. And where was the other one where we wiped out an incursion? Let's see. I definitely need more tanks. 63,000 troops, that could have been the other one, possibly. It was a relatively large one as well. It looks plausible that was that. And yeah, so I'd call that a good day's work. The air wings are slowly replenishing. And generally the production, how's our production looking? Yeah, we are building, we are short on rubber, but I am actually producing constructing refineries somewhere down the line here. Yep, there they are. I think I might need a couple more because the Germans certainly don't have rubber. So let's get a couple more. Refineries scheduled somewhere which is relatively safe, like here, and make sure that that eventually happens. But yeah, lots of construction work still going on. We'll need to reach 150 political power, and we will need to get the First Army back on trying to hold Germany as much as we possibly can, because the Germans themselves aren't really capable of doing so just yet, and just especially the naval invasions are making it hard. So yeah, it's an interesting question. How do we proceed from here? I think still then probably the first strategic objective remains to just hold Germany as it stands right now and try to push towards Denmark, and then try another push in the north to close the Denmark Straits and free up all these divisions that are guarding the coastline, and that should significantly help with things. So I think that's what we'll focus on, and all of that coming in the next episode. Obviously, just in case, because I haven't mentioned it an awful lot, and yeah, I think the Soviets are about to collapse. The overall goal still remains to liberate Europe, but it's a bonus goal. The Empire of Finno-Ugria was sort of the main goal of the disaster save, and I will see how far we get. But yeah, I would love to liberate Germany and get them sort of back into a good state. How many divisions did the Germans have at this point? They have 60 divisions, which is decent. It's a start, but obviously one of their problems is manpower as well. So the more Germany we liberate, the more manpower we have ready to make this happen. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next episode when we are catching up once more with the disaster save and our attempts at keeping the Germans alive, which is harder than it looks.